into the girls' plate final, and the last chance we'll get to see the Japanese under-18. They have been fabulous. Watch for their offloading game. It is something to behold. They've had a couple of heavy defeats, but they're a very, very entertaining side, and I have no doubt some of these young women will be building towards a home Olympics in 2020. Well, New Zealand under-18s are going to have to pick themselves up from that shock loss, last-minute loss to Australia. They would have been in the championship final, not to be for New Zealand under-18s. Carl Tinana is alongside me for this one. Well, tough for New Zealand 18s. It was a tough finish for them. They'll pick themselves back up quickly.
Well, that's the thing, Ricky. It's all about the mental toughness. You know, they'll be disappointed, that's for sure, but they'll remember they've still got the silver fern on their chest, so they'll want to finish this day. And it's been a long day, a tough day, on a high, that's for sure. And this Japanese team, well, they've already shown that they won't go away easy. That's great to see them over here. They'll be learning a lot, that's for sure. And they'll want to finish on a high as well.
Taylor Hodson, Tomakino still down there. Sideline cooled down a little bit for you, Taylor. Yes.
I am happy to see this cloud cover, I'll tell you that. But I'm excited to see Japan. With each game we've seen, they've improved, they've gotten better. So I'm looking, hopefully, to see more tries scored by these girls today.
Yeah, these teams met earlier in the day. It was a big win for New Zealand, 40-0. But the Japanese have shown a willingness to keep playing right until the end, and they've pinched a couple of late tries. They have kick-off here as well. New Zealand, the early play, here to make some running. Duplessis, Southland Girls High School. These players have come from all corners of New Zealand to form this good team, and here's a good strong run by Paraone. Rina Paraone, the Waikato FPC player, good offload to Georgia Ponsonby, and she'll get the long leg striding out. The girl from Manawatu, and a great start for the New Zealand 18s.
Exactly what they've been looking for, this New Zealand team, to strike early and just try and curb the enthusiasm of this Japanese side, who will run all day long, no doubt about that. Nice pass to the edge, a little bit of footwork, strong up top, and I'm sure that's what they'll be looking for, the physicality aspect. They go down low to Japan, but they can't stop the offload. Nice impasse by Paraone, and hitting it hard was Georgia Ponsonby, and she was able to finish from deep.
Great work from Rina Paraone. 3 defenders to take her down. She just shows so much strength and why she's a part of that New Zealand Sevens development program.
Oh, so many of these players, these names to watch, and the talent. I'm so excited about what's ahead for the future of these young women in sport in New Zealand. That's going to just go the 10. Good decision made from Sydney Wilkins, and now they'll go wide and wide again. It's Paraone once more. Paraone, Rina Paraone does it on her own this time. She set up the first, and now she'll grab one of herself. That's 2 quick tries for New Zealand.
Well, again, it's that power game, though. They've parked the big girl, strong girl on the edge, and Paraone just showing how much of a menace she is. This is a nice pass by Dillinger. She's the one that did the nice kick. 1-on-1. Look at the physical mismatch there, right across the chest, and then the ability once again to finish from deep. Good combination there.
Yeah, that's the second time Rina Paraone has got rid of the Japanese defender Sumika Abe, so she might be wanting to move over to the other side, because I definitely would not want to be marking Rina Paraone.
Yeah, they're about to kick off again, Japan. Might want to go the other way. We're about to receive, rather. That right? So yet to really get any possession, 100% in favour of New Zealand so far, and Rina Paraone had a big say in that. Japan looking to get their hands on the ball for the first time. It's a good take from the kickoff, looking up into the sun. See how they go up against this physical, strong New Zealand defence, looking to probe through and scragged, and no, she's still going. This is a great run from Matsui. Kina Matsui, fabulous run. And now Japan look to set with that big long ball. We've seen their passing skills. They'll get a penalty. Good energy, high intensity from Japan late in the day for them, trying to push and probe. Here goes Kajiki. Oh, just held on. There's that offloading game we talked about. Kato, no, she didn't. But she just held on, and it just dribbled out of their hands. But good enterprise from Japan.
Yeah, nice enterprise from this Japanese team, playing fast, and I think that's what they need to do. Just a bit of indecision there when they took it into contact, went half-half, and Kajiki, unfortunately, she should have held their ball in contact rather than give that pass.
Yeah, this is what I spoke about earlier, is that the Japanese team, they have good continuity. There's no faulting their passing game. They just need to find the holes in that New Zealand defensive area.
So New Zealand from their own 22 on a wraparound play. Arorangi Tauranga. She's an impressive young woman too. As are many of these players. Duplessis, good strength to get to ground. Tauranga to clear. Working their way out from the own 22, Wilkins. And a penalty goes against New Zealand, held on too long. Sydney Wilkins, great opportunity for Japan to attack. Going wide and to the right. Looking to create a gap, and again, just ghosting through. Taniyama it was that time. Quick recycle, off they go to the left. Big wide ball, good hands out wide and busting up through the middle. Kajiki, well, she set them off downfield earlier. And Marin Kajiki, great finish for Japan. They're back into it.
Well, she's the one that got the turnover at the breakdown and got the penalty, took it quickly. They went to the far side of the field, stretched New Zealand in the defence, and then she went and straightened. So that's a nice bit of work from Marin Kajiki, getting it done on both sides of the ball.
So Japan right back into it after being rocked back early.
The pass was just dipping, but you see there just a little bit of a straightening. The defence had over-chased and left a little bit of a hole, but right there, that is nice recognition by Kajiki.
Get their hands on the ball for the first time. Helps a bit. New Zealand after two quick tries. Good hard running. Oh, Duplessis still going, Amy Duplessis. And recycles it quickly. It spits out for Tauranga. She steps and goes back inside again, trying to create a little bit of an overlap, and she's going to bust through herself. Tauranga through to Paroni, getting back inside. Rena Paroni dragged to ground. New Zealand, and again, decision to go back inside rather than shoveling it along, and it squirted out. Penalty against Japan.
Scrum.
Oh.
Just a knock on there, unfortunately. I know, Ricky, I know.
I think Arorangi Tauranga, she was off. She knew. So she was trying to get away.
Yeah, just the mind in front of the body there, unfortunately, for the young lady Tauranga. But good line speed and defence from this Japan team, forcing New Zealand back in.
Matsui feeds the scrum. And again, they'll spread. It's the try scorer, Kajiki, and she's looked dangerous every time she's got the ball. One of the bigger, stronger players in the Japanese side. Japan look to spread it towards the end of the half, trying to create some space out wide, and cutting through the middle is Taniyama. Taniyama looking for support, and of course it's going to come. Can't quite hold on. And that will bring an end to the half, one where New Zealand scored two quick tries to Ponsonby and Paraoni. But Japan hit back well through Kajiki. 10-7, the New Zealand 18s lead Japan in the plate final.
Okay. 結構疲れてきてると思うけど、フィールドの中から盛り上げて、もっと自分たちで声出していこう。ちょっとつらめよね。アタックいい感じだけど、最後の最後にコミュニケーション取れてなくて、最後のコンとかあるから、そこちゃんとコミュニケーション最後まで取ってトライ取っていこう。OK。焦らずね、声出して。
So the ball gets, it's got to go, eh? So there's too many times that we've got it, it's on to go hot, but we're not giving the ball. So let's see if we can use the ball. We talked about this, eh? Let's make it happen, girls. All right, 7 minutes.
Here we go, girls.
Last half.
Final 3, 1, 2, 3, final!
Our kick-off is runner.
Peter Knock there, the coach for this New Zealand under-18 girls team, just saying about the hot call. They had the opportunities to go wide, but they've been forced back in because of the Japan defence. He wants them to get it wide, spread it, and then come back to their big girls on the far, where Praone in particular has been good. But I like the endeavour of this Japan team just before the half, Ricky, getting possession, playing fast, and they actually executed quite well and had a few holes in that New Zealand defence.
Yeah, they look a very well-drilled side, don't they? And they back each other up extremely well. So New Zealand 10-7 in the plate final, the New Zealand under-18s. Losing earlier to Australia, last gasp it was. Would have been favoured to win this tournament, the New Zealand 18s. final between the New Zealand 17s and Australia coming up late at the Girls' Championship final. New Zealand looking to spread it across the line. Good spot tackle again, but again that strength of Duplessis. And she's able to pop it back quickly. Wilkins hits the line, but Japan were up and hard on her. Sydney Wilkins driven to ground. Ripped away, and it's just spilled forward, is it? Yeah, did well over there, over that ball, Japan.
Yeah, they're starting to get numbers to the breakdown quickly too. Konishi and 7 it was again, challenging. She got the turnover, just knocked it on. Unfortunately for Japan, the winger, as she goes back out. That's an area New Zealand need to get their players the numbers to at the breakdown.
Well, the Japanese team have their tails up and they're looking really dangerous, and their bench is absolutely vocal right now, so I'm really interested to see how they go.
Here's Levani onto the field. Eva Levani goes one way and then the other and looks for the support, and it comes in the form of Ponsonby again. She's already got one, Georgia Ponsonby, and she's got her eye for a second, and she'll cruise in and around. Good effort from Georgia Ponsonby to re-establish a stronger lead for New Zealand. Her second try of the match.
You know, I think this has been the difference between the two teams in this game. Ponsonby and Paraone setting the tone. Here's Levani firstly with the ball, the offload to Ponsonby. They go down low to Japan through Morokoshi, but just the strength of Georgia Ponsonby, and she's shown already that she can finish from deep. Young lady in jersey number 1.
Misses the kick, Dellinger. New Zealand now 15-7. Withstood a little bit of a barrage from Japan there for a bit. See what the Japanese response is again.
When you're ready.
Dellinger to restart. Haven't seen a lot of Kara Dellinger yet. I'm sure we will as Japan for a little searching run. Looking that left side. Create some numbers and going on her own and busting through. Just driven out over the sideline this time, well shepherded across towards the line by the New Zealand defence.
Yeah, Paraone it was in jersey number 3. Actually turned her back, so they went halfway through the hole, but they tried to give the pass instead of taking it forward. They did there, Japan. They could have set up another ruck where they've been very good and fast.
2 or 3, girls. Thank you.
You mentioned you hadn't seen much of Kara Dellinger today, but one thing I've been really impressed with about her is the fact that her kickstarts are outstanding. Sorry, her restarts are outstanding. She gets such height on them, and it lets her defensive line get right up in the Japanese faces.
She's got right up to bring that ball down off the line out of South Kara Dellinger. New Zealand having to go back and tidy up though. Puckett it as he's gone to ground. Canterbury women's player.
Once again, some great work at the breakdown. Kato and Abe it was getting in there and making it tough for New Zealand to release that ball. New Zealand, once again, just a second too slow to get their bridger there. Japan able to get another turnover. If they can get a score right here, it'll make it very, very interesting.
Bind. Set.
Japan onto the attack, pushing, looking for another one and having to ride towards the sideline and gets rid of one. Kajiki, she's strong again. Nagata it was on the outside, and number 9 who did well to keep that ball in play, and she sets them off again quickly. Here come Japan inside the 22 with numbers to burn. Paraone and Levani going to have to make some good defensive decisions, but there's a big looping ball and Paraone will chase it down.
Yeah, into touch, ball's live.
They had it though, Ricky. They absolutely had it. I think it was
Knock on
Taniyama, the number 8. They just needed a draw on pass. It was a 3-on-2. She went wide and used a missed pass. It was inaccurate. Here it is here. Japan, good football right here. They just need to straighten the pass. She goes across field, draws the defenders across. It gives them time, and the pass is way behind. Missed opportunity.
Oh, that pass hits the chest. She's away and in.
Set.
Still on to attack though. That did get a little touch from New Zealand, the knockdown, and oh, that's a difficult ball to take in front of Nishimura. Could have taken it.
Scrum.
Just a little bit of indecision, whether to engage the defence or give the pass. She went, got sort of stuck in no man's land and then gave a dusty pass, but these are the opportunities. New Zealand on their heels for sure because they've got no ball.
Bind. Set.
Oh, a real turnaround from when these teams played earlier in the day when it was all New Zealand. Now they're having to work their way out of their own attack and throwing a dangerous ball right across the face of the post, and Japan will come up with it. It was pretty risky from the Kiwis, and it did not pay off, and Japan get a penalty.
Kajiki again in jersey 4 getting another turnover.
She's been excellent for them. There she is again. She's got one try and she's going to go straight up the guts and get another. Is she? No, just able to offload, holding on. Oh, did well to hold on to it.
Knock
No,
on,
little
into the
knock
black
on.
leg. Scrum.
Oh, I thought Kajiki was in under the bar.
She actually regathered it, but because she had knocked on and it touched the black player, then it's deemed a turnover. Again, just another opportunity from this Japan team. They've got to be more clinical. She's been outstanding. Kajiki, look at her here, straightens the ball. I thought she could have gone herself, but she decides to offload it. And right there, touches the black player.
And here goes Levani trying to break away for New Zealand 18s. Eva Levani looking for the support on the outside and gets it in the form of Dellinger. Dellinger swings it back into Brooker. Good continuity from New Zealand. And here's Levani again. She started the run. Now they're up over inside into the Japanese half. Puckett. And now it's Brooker, Grace Brooker, the strong player from Christchurch Girls High School. Big, long legs. And she will get the ball down. Looked like she slowed up a bit there. Long, hard day, but good reward for Grace Brooker. She's a tireless worker in any team she plays.
Oh, you got to give it to this under-18 girls team, attacking from deep within their own quarter. Defensively, they stood strong, and in the end, look at the offloads. There's a number of them. Brooker there gave one. She gets off the deck. Levani was heavily involved, gave that one. Nice tackle, but Pucker gets the ball away. And then right here, Grace Brooker took her angle, and this takes a lot of fitness to be able to finish this late in the tournament from there.
How many times have we seen her do that for Christchurch Girls High School, for Canterbury Sevens and for their 15s team? She's an outstanding athlete.
She absolutely is, Grace Brooker. Thought that might have been the final act, but no, we're still going. We're off.
Funny that. Could have done that in the Australian game with all that time left, but you know, we'll be quiet about that.
Levani kicks it off and kicks long. Abe takes it down. And here goes that woman again. Kajiki has been involved in everything for Japan and breaking away downfield. Then the little legs pumping. Hara, Wakaba Hara going back and inside the other way, trying to link up with one of her teammates. Eventually it bobbles into the hands of Abe again. Kajiki looks to clear penalty. Japan looking for one final flourish here at the World Sevens. They've been a great entertaining team, and Kato with the offload and Nishimura with the finish, and that's a well-deserved try to finish what has been a good entertaining effort from these Japanese players.
Nishimura, they deserve this as Japanese team. They really, really do. They've had their opportunities, but unfortunately weren't good enough to take them. But they'll take a lot of learnings away from this, and that's a great way for them to finish what has been a great road trip for them.
Well, final conversion misses, and it will be New Zealand 18s who win the plate final 20-12 over Japan. It's been fabulous to have them here. We look forward to seeing some of these young women in the future on the world circuit.
Next up, we have boys like Samoa Barbarians versus Australia.